නමෝ තස්ස භගවතු අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස නමෝ තස්ස භගවතු අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස නමෝ තස්ස භගවතු අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස. Respectable Nayaka Thera and Mahasangha in the Vihara, and my dear children, today I'm going to focus my attention towards a brief talk, and also you have been doing a great job, and also it is highly admired our great teacher Lord Buddha by restraining yourself in according to moral code, moral precepts, because it is the first step of the Buddhist path. Buddha has introduced us a very specific path. Introduced a path which is well known as Eightfold Path or the Middle Path, to destruct all the defilements of our mind. So after destructing all the defilements of our mind, we can achieve to our ultimate goal. That is our expectation. So somehow you are doing a great job, and also it is highly admired. And also by conducting like this good program, you can earn lots of benefits, and you can practice Buddhism, and also you can get some knowledge of the fundamentals of Buddhism. So as our today talk, I decided to talk about 8 factors which lead to the individual's development of this world and the afterwards. So this is the very first part 1, and I will have to explain these factors even in the next part also, maybe next month. So however, this teaching is found in the Buddhist Pali canonical text. You may have know about this, and all the Buddhist teachings, all the scriptures are compiled in the Buddhist Pali canonical textbooks, well known as Tripitaka. So this discourse is named as the discourse of the Vyaggapacha. Once Buddha was staying at in the city of the Kolians, Kolya Janapada, where the Kakkarapatta village. When Buddha was there, one person who known as the Vyaggapacha came to Buddha, and after respecting and paying his homage, he sat down aside of Buddha, and then he started to question, and he make a respectful request from the Buddha, and he mentioned, "Dear Bhante, we are lay people, we have lots of responsibilities, we can't become as Buddhist monks that you have done. So therefore, please advise us to develop this world, to lead a life much happier and much with much console. So, and also we are still very much concerned about afterwards also. Therefore, please give some instructions or some advice to secure our afterwards." So by responding to this request, Buddha has given 8 factors. 4 of them are helping to the individual to develop this world or secure this world, and the other 4 help to the individual to develop the afterwards. Afterwards means here mind. So by developing mind, by developing our spiritual side, we secure our afterwards. So first of all, I would like to mention these 8 factors, namely, and with translation, then we can focus to the uh, main the very first 4 factors. So the first one is that Buddha has mentioned the Vyagapacha. There are 4 factors. If you can earn, if you can acquire them, definitely you can lead the life with happier and consolation, uh, or the by developing your this world. So what are those 4 factors? First one is the Uttana Sampada, which means effort or right effort or strive. So then the uh, Arakka Sampada, which means saving for future emergencies. Then the Samajivikata. Samajivikata means having good wealth management. Samajivikata. So, as the final factor, the Kalyana Mittata, which means having good friends. If you can acquire these 4 factors, definitely you can secure this world or develop this world. And also the main meaning of these 4 factors is that so you can have a well-established economic base. So what are the other factors, other 4 factors Buddha has mentioned? That dear Vyagapacha, if you can earn these 4 factors, you can definitely secure your afterwards, which means you can uh, develop your spiritual side. So what are those 4? First one is the Saddha Sampada. Saddha Sampada means the faith or confidential faith. So if you can keep your faith or the belief on Buddha and his teachings and his disciples, it is called Shraddha. So without this factor, we cannot go forward in the Buddhism. Buddhism is all about to practice. So if we want to uh, go forward in the Buddhist path to achieve our goals, particularly to the enlightenment, or the and also we still very much concerned the leading a life much secure life in this world and also the afterworld. So for that, if you can enter to the Buddhist path, definitely you can secure everything, and for that that all the things that going forward in with these teachings will be decided in according to this factor, the Shraddha. So therefore, it is not a blind one. Buddhism is always open. It has no secrets. So, but it is you can practically understand how profound this teaching is. So at the basic level, you should have this quality with you. It is called Shraddha. So then the virtue, Sila Sampadaha, this is the second quality that what you are doing today, that you are practicing. So in your household life, you have to practice 5 precepts. Uh, when like these special occasions come to your life, you can observe the 8 precepts and the 10 precepts and restrain according to them. So it is a very good uh, karma or good deed which has enormous ability to improve your or the develop your spiritual side. So it is a good karma. And the third one is the generosity, chaga sampada, practicing giving. Then the panya sampada, wisdom. If you can acquire these 4 qualities, 4 good factors, definitely you can secure afterwards. Afterwards here means that where Buddhism emphasizes that the sansaric journey, you may have heard this, or the birth circle. So it is a very dangerous things to going forward in the samsara or the birth circle, because this is not our first life. We had uncountable lives in the previous, so not only as human beings. So according to the uh, cause or the karma that we had to go to the evil places and or the heavenly places. So there are 31 possible places, so status are taught in Buddhism. So after our departure of this world, which means after our death, if we still are within the defilements or the mental causes, or there are 6 type of causes are taught. I will explain them later on, but because of the time constraint. Uh, However, so until the complete destruction of these root causes, desire, anger, delusion, non-desire, like this, there are 6 root causes are taught. So if you, until destruction of these 8 root causes by practicing Buddhist path completely, so until that we have to going forward in the samsara. So therefore we are helpless at the moment. So but if we are wise enough, we can secure ourselves. That's what we are doing. So therefore it is very important. Where was I? Can't remember the. Okay, let's back come to the initiation of the talk. Okay, now I already mentioned you that there are 4 factors uh, which lead to the increase or develop your spiritual side, and there are another 4 factors. I'll give a little account of these 4, the very first 4 factors according to time that I have been given. The first fact was that the effort. Effort is a very important factor. So without effort, we cannot achieve, or we cannot uh, achieve to anything. The effort plays a huge role all the achievements. So therefore we have different types of resolutions, different types of goals to achieve. So but if you don't put some effort on it, you cannot achieve them. So therefore Buddhism always emphasizes to have the improve or the develop this effort. It is a mental factor. Viriya, it is a Pali word. So how can we develop this mental factor? So Buddha has given 3 terms, technical terms, to understand this factor quite well. First one is the Sakkaccakarita. Sakkaccakarita. Do whatever you do 100% or perfectly. Put you 100% into that. Or another words, uh, do whatever you do honestly. The honesty is most important fact. When you are doing honestly something, definitely you are doing it. You are trying to do it perfectly. There may have drawbacks to others, but you can still happy what you have done, because you know yourself that you put your 100% on it. So therefore, everything which means the good things, uh, you put your 100% on it. So that is called the Sakkaccakarita. Without any drawbacks or the shortcomings, you should do it perfectly. Then the Satacakiriyata, you have to bring that quality, that habit, the do whatever you do perfectly, that quality to the all the time. You should apply this quality to the everything and all the time. It is called Satacakiriyata. And Uh, another word, another translation I can give, which is that the Sathachu means the consistency. Consistency is one of most important quality that should have with you. Uh, then the Nittita Kiryata. Nittita means the do until finish. Whatever you do, try to finish it. We can start lots of things, but the problem is we cannot uh, do it until finish. So if we can apply these, if we can train ourselves with these qualities, even if we can do our normal things by adopting these uh, great qualities, so do whatever you do perfectly, and you adopt this quality to the everything, and you bring that quality all the time with you, and try to do anything what you do until finish. So it is good. And also the uh, among our day-to-day works, we have uh, a specific goal to achieve, right? A specific wishes we have with us all thus. uh, so therefore, first of all, we have to identify uh, the hidden talent, skill. So everyone hold a specific talent with them. So if we can identify that quality, that talent that we have, definitely we can put our 100% effort on it. Therefore, it is going to be successful. For example, you have heard about our Buddha. Before he enter into the enlightenment, he got a vigorous effort to find the right path. He practiced self mortification for around 6 years. But after around 5 6 years, he realized that I have given enormous pain to this body. So if this is the path that uh, lead to the enlightenment, there should be there I should be able to identify the realize the enlightenment. But then the Buddha understood that this is not the path. After 6 years, he put a vigorous effort. He gave up unbearable pain to his body. So, but finally he understood this is not the path. So then he started to practice the middle path. Within 2 weeks, he was able to achieve his enlightenment, his goal. So therefore, if we can identify our hidden talent, it is most important factor. It is mandatory. So until that, we have to work with our education. It is mandatory. So and within that, try to understand your hidden talent. Everyone has a different, unique talent with them. It is very important to identify that. The then you put your consistent efforts to everything, and when you are doing something, you shouldn't expect you shouldn't keep your expectation high. Always lower your expectation. Don't expect anything, but you still put your 100% on it. Don't look at the results. So if while you are paying your 100% on it, if you are unable to your goals, if you are unable to your expectations, it you will be disappointed. You will be collapsed. Sometimes these collapse or the disappointment lead to the individual to commit them suicide, kill themselves. It is so unfortunate. It shouldn't be, but it happens all around the world. Therefore, we shouldn't we shouldn't high our expectation. Always lower your expectation. button, try to put your 100% on it. So then another fact, and without thinking, without until to be perfect, just start your thing. You are start your work. That is another fact, right? Sometimes we are waiting to until to be perfect in the subject to start something, but it is not the way. Within your consistency, you will be able to understand some the understand how to do that work. So therefore, the thinking part is the hard part. Just start. Just start what you have to do, right? While we can thinking about, but we always thinking, but we don't always start our works. Just start. I found a very nice story uh, from Ajahn Brahm, Venerable Ajahn Brahman's talk. He said that his experience in that talk, according to that, his teacher was Ajahn Chah, Venerable Ajahn Chah. He advised once to all the disciples of his to move a big earth to another place. And after ordering this, move that earth to the certain place, and he went to another monastery. So within 3 days, by doing hard work in the heat temperature, so then all the monks were able to finish that finish that work, and by means that moving that earth to the certain place where their teacher advised to them to move. So then after 3 days, they were happy, but another senior monk came to the temple, and then he assembled all the monks and said, I think you have put the earth into the wrong place. You should move it to the other place. Then he ordered to move that earth into another place. So then, while taking another 3 days, all the monks moved that earth into another place. So after 3 days, 6 days maybe, then the Ajahn came back to the monastery. Then he again assembled all the monks and said, "So you haven't followed my order, move all the earth to the certain place that I ordered to move." So then the Ajahn Chah lost his control because this foolish instructions so that they are given. So however, we are not going to normally argue with our teachers, our elder monks, but he can't uh, he can't do anything except murmuring to himself with angrily. He lost his respect at that time. So however, while murmuring, he started to move, and with other monks move the earth to the place. So at that time, one monk said to him, after seeing his expression, all the hearing the murmurings that he did to himself by blaming to the seniors. So then, at that time, that monk said to that monk, the Venerable Ajahn Brahman, they are thinking the pushing a wheelbarrow is easy, that the thinking about it. Thinking is the hard part. So we always thinking to I should do these things, but we always procrastinate them. Procrastination is one of destructive mental factor that arise in our mind. It doesn't allow to reach to our goals, to do our things, even basic thing. So therefore, the thinking part is hard. The doing part is easy. Try to get that idea. So then Yeah, time is up already. Another thing I have to say, but I'm going to stop this explanation from here, and we are come back to the other four factors. I'll try to explain briefly. So then the first one is the effort. You should put some effort to achieve your goals. Without putting effort, you can't achieve goals. Anything you can't do. So therefore, effort is a very important factor. It is mandatory to have with you. It can be developed. Then the saving for the future emergencies. So it is not stingy or the desire, but we don't know what will happen to us in the future, in the next moment. For the lots of things happening in the all around the world, so some of them are unexpected, but we have to face them. If we have sort of saving with us, they will help to us to face them and those difficulties quite confidently. So therefore, saving from your starting to saving some money, wealth in your bank account, it is very important. So instead of spending all the things that you have, try to save money. It is a very important factor as a lay people, as lay person actually. Then the having the Samajivi Kata means here, how to say that, having a well balanced lifestyle. All the your expenses should be according to your income. So if it is all the your expenses going over your income, then you have to take debts from the others. If you have debt to pay, so you are always in trouble and you are always in unhappy uh, mood, or you are gaining that stress to your mind. It is not good. Some people commit suicide due to these debts. After taking debts, when they are not find when they are unable to find a way to pay back their debts, they have no any choice. Instead of the except the killing themselves. It is so unfortunate. So therefore, try to have a uh, well balanced money management with you. It is very important. It is mandatory, and having good friends. So having good friends also very important. It has also a sort of a psychological aspect. I would like to give a little simile to understand that. If we stand in near a garbage heap for a while, so even after getting out of that area, we our smell is always a little bit bad, still garbage, right? Because why? Because that garbage smell have absorbed to our clothes. Just like that, if we are always associating with bad friends, bad people, so who are within bad habits, unknowingly their habits, their ideas, we try to absorb to our mind. Unknowingly it happens. So we have to be very careful. So always try to associate with the good people, people who are taking very good effort to achieve their goals, people who are within good virtue, people who are within good wise and good knowledge. If you can associate with them, you start to follow their thoughts. It's good for your life. So therefore, associating with uh, good friends plays a very big role in your life too. That help to the help to positively achieve your goals. So try to grab something from this brief talk. Now I'm going to wind up. Thank you for listening. So we by listening to Dhamma, and we are able to accumulate some spiritual thoughts in our mind. So may all these meritorious thoughts, meritorious energy may help to us to uh, reach our good wishes and goals. Thank you for listening. Okay, no.